A very good morning, children. So, already we have started our lesson now. So, let us continue the lesson. Refer the textbook page number 77 and 78. Refer the textbook page number 77 and 78. So, in the previous class, we have learned about the movement in land animals, water animals, insects, birds and reptiles. So, today we are going to learn about the movement in humans. So, how the human beings are going to move. Compared to the limbs of animals, the limbs of human beings are highly developed. So, they use only one pair of limbs, that are lower limbs. They use only lower limbs to support their body while walking and standing. So, in the picture the person is standing now, he is standing with the help of lower limbs. So, this is why unlike the other animals, humans have an erect posture. They have a correct body structure. So, when they walk or run and they stand with only one pair of limbs called legs. So, in the video the person is walking and a woman is running now. In the first picture the man is walking and in the second picture the woman is running. So, human beings use one pair of limbs called legs for walking and running. So, this is an advantage. Why? For example, when a person is in danger, what he will do? He will use his legs to run and escape. Their arms are upper limbs for defense or attack. To attack someone or to when they are beating you, to defend them, you will use your arms or upper limbs. And you will use legs for walking and running. So, in the picture you are seeing the hand now. So, you are seeing a hand picture. Our hands are adapted to hold objects. How you will hold a glass or a pen? You will use pen or pencil to write now. How you will hold your pen and pencil? With the help of your fingers now. So, the fingers which are present on your hand. Our hands are adapted to hold objects. The arrangement of the thumb opposite to the fingers enable us to hold tools and to do many works. So, you will use this to write or to hold something, pen, pencil or chalk piece. You will hold with the help of the fingers. So, we can say that humans are the most developed among all animals. So, we are the most developed, we are the human beings now, we are the most developed when compared with the other animals. So, the next topic we are going to learn is migration among animals. So, what we are going to learn about migration among animals. Some animals move great distance at a certain times of year. Okay, at a certain times of the year, what the some animals will do? Some animals will move great distances. So, some animals will travel for a miles of distance. So, what is migration? Migration, the mass movement of animals from one place to another in search of food and to escape from harsh weather. Okay, they will travel in sake of food from one place to another place and in order to avoid from the harsh weather. Harsh means bad weather. So whenever there is a bad weather, what the animals will do? Animals will start moving from their place to another place. And also to reach their breeding grounds. Okay, where they lay eggs and they reproduce the young ones. So some birds, you are seeing the picture of birds, no? Some birds like storks, Siberian cranes and mallard ducks move from other country and visit India every winter. So in the winter season these birds will come to India. Okay, these birds will be in the other country and in the winter season birds like storks, Siberian cranes and mallard ducks visit India in the every winter season. So in the video you are seeing picture of a fish. It is a fish. It will look like a snake, no, but it is not snake, it is a fish. Migratory fish and its name is eel nana. Migratory fishes like eels spend their life in rivers. Where do they live? They live in rivers. They travel from the river to the sea to lay eggs. Near the sea they lay eggs. When the eggs hatch and the parent eels die and the young ones travel back to the river from where the parents had started their journey. So these are the eggs of eel fish. So what happens? The eel fish will migrate from the river and it will come to the sea, and after reaching the sea it will lay the eggs, and when the eggs will hatch the parent eels will die and the young ones, what the young ones will do? The young ones are going to travel from the sea to again the place where their parents has started their journey. Okay, from the sea to the river where their parents has started their journey. So this is for the today's session. In the next session we learn more about the migratory insects. Thank you.